And on and on and on we go. If I understand these uses, I can then decompose it down. Oh, I need to open the door to get in. Oh, okay, we broke it down now. So let's talk about how you can open the door, right? Epic feature story. We can start decomposing that. We can see that those layers actually work there. But if you slip feature in as enabling feature, it makes no sense whatsoever.
Feeding work to a team, right? I mean, what is the notion of a feature when you're trying to feed work to a team? What is the mechanism that we've seen people use correctly or incorrectly? Right. I mean, a lot of teams use features as something that spills into a workflow, right?
Yeah. So enabling features is the most common way I see when I go to organizations, how they're trying to organize and feed work into the team.
Okay.
We did a stint with a government agency a few years ago. And all from the very beginning from the stakeholders, all they would ask for are enabling features. That was the request to the development team. We want this enabling feature. We want that enabling feature.
Mm-hmm.
And what they would then do is they try to break it down and try to organize work. And they found they were just spending tons of time just beating their head against the wall because that's a very common way of organizing, trying to hand the work. One of the things they said, oh, we want to be agile. We said, okay, we can help you be agile. And said, well, how do we do this as a team? Because this feature only requires these two people's skills and everyone else isn't needed. Mm-hmm. Because features tend to be skill specific. They tend to only involve, enabling features, let's be clear here. Enabling features often are a specific skill set that they'll have one, maybe two people who do that one, and no one else really knows how to work on it or wants to work on it because that's the people who do it. And so now we got these organizing work. We got work coming in as these features. We try to break it apart, but that ends up handing them to one or two people. And then we start trying to figure out schedules because, these two people have all this enabling features on their queue, but these other two people don't have a lot of enabling features on their queue. So what do we do with them? Maybe we should bring in some extra bodies because we need more skills because everything's skill aligned.
Right.
So yeah, this is very common. And this is where in Agile, one of the things that they wanted to have happen early on, Schwaber, he says, you know what? I'm going to create this mythical role that didn't exist before called the product owner. And what the product owner's primary job is, in a sense, is to say, I'm going to hear these enabling features from the client. They're going to tell me, because that's what people do. We talk about enabling features because it's a physical thing. You can point to it. You can touch it. You can list it on a box. And so we're going to talk about that because I'm going to get that enabling feature, and it's my job to figure out what the task features they're trying to solve with it are. What are the value stories? I like to call them value paths sometimes. How are they going to try to use that enabling feature to get what they need to get done? It's my job as a product owner to twist that around and understand that, and then change the organizational structure of the work from enabling features to these stories, is what they want to call it. A task feature, you can either think of a story. As thing, I need to get this job done. I need to go to work. I need to come home from work. And when I do it, I need to be safe, and I need to be comfortable, and I need to be able to control the starting and stopping. I need to be able to stay dry. All these things I need to do when I'm going home from work. And understand all that. This is what the story is supposed to help you understand with its functions and acceptance criteria. So they have to change it over because if we took that feature and what the government organization was doing, they were just taking that feature and trying to pound it into an agile environment, and they were just frustrated. They thought this whole thing was nuts, and it makes sense. And I see that at organization after organization, they say we're going to be agile, but we've organized around enabling features, and we have no idea how to be a team because enabling features don't need teams. They need individuals who work on the feature, unless you have a whole team of the same skill, which typically you don't. And then how do we actually get anything done in a reasonable period of time? Because enabling features take a long time to build. I was with a medical device company, and one of their enabling features was 11 months along to build. We turned that into a series of task features